the question of do I regret moving out here, the short answer, like hi guys, welcome to my channel, Ashley Joyce. If you are not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button below. Like, I don't know what you're doing, but just go ahead and hit that subscribe button below. Make sure that you also click the notification bell, because that's how you know when I'm posting videos. You know I haven't been posting videos enough, but I will get back into it, I promise you guys. So if you guys want to know how I did these twists for only $5 and it only took me about 2 hours, go ahead and check out the description box below. I will show you guys how I do it in that video, so go ahead and make sure you check it out. But in today's video, this is going to be all about, do I regret moving to Arizona? And I'm just going to have a chit chat talk with you guys and tell you what I feel, whether it be if I have any regrets at all, do I still like it out here, like what my thoughts are about it all. So let's get into it. So the first thing I want to say is thank you guys for every single person who is subscribed and who have been following my journey throughout this whole time with me moving to Arizona from Detroit. I've been out here for 4 years now, which is so crazy to me. That time just flew past like that. But I've been out here for some time, so I can kind of really tell you how I feel now, and just kind of like what my experience has been, and just do I regret it. So the first thing, the short answer to that question is, and I got this question a few times, so that's exactly what kind of prompted me to make this video. But the short answer is no, I don't regret it at all. I think that it was the best move that I could have done for myself, period. But with the many layers that come with that, would I have done things differently? Yes. And this is what I think I would have done differently. The first thing is, I think that I would have moved sooner. So I wanted to move for about 2 years when I graduated college. I graduated in 2013. I did not move until 2015. So I wish I would have moved sooner. However, I'm telling you guys what I would have done differently, but I don't regret anything. I'm happy that everything happened the way it happened, because God knows, and everything happened the way I feel, the way it's supposed to happen. But if I could have changed anything, like if I went back and, maybe somebody else who's thinking about what should I do, what advice would you give me, what things would you do differently to maybe help you guys, I would say I would have moved sooner. So if you are in a position to where you can move now, instead of letting fear stop me, because to be honest, when I think back, I think it was definitely fear that stopped me, I would have just moved right after college. I feel like maybe my life would be different, maybe not, who knows. But if you have the opportunity to go, I say go. Like if everything failed, you can hopefully go back home, as I mentioned before in a previous video. And if I could have just went sooner than what I did, I just feel like that would have been a good move too. But I don't regret it. I don't regret waiting, because I learned for me, and plus timing is everything. Maybe it just wasn't in God's timing. I think back on this sometimes, like what would have happened. But like I just said, I trust God. But if it's anybody who's wondering what I've done differently, definitely would have moved sooner. So if you have the opportunity to move sooner, I say go ahead and go for it. Don't let fear or anything stop you, unless you just absolutely can't for whatever other reasons, like maybe you don't have the money or X, Y, and Z. So that's the first thing. The second, I don't know why I'm saying second, because I'm so used to listing things, but another thing that I would say that I wish that I would have done differently is, when I first moved out to Arizona, I did not work a regular job. I worked doing YouTube and doing hair and nannying and all these side hustles, which was absolutely amazing. And I'm happy that I was able to provide for myself by doing things that I loved. But what I wish I would have done was worked a regular job and did YouTube and other things too. I feel like just going through that experience, owning your own business, being like, like a brand, like having your own brand. Like even though my brand is very slowly growing, I'm very grateful for the platform that I have. But you know, I feel like I could have worked a regular job. Even though I had bad anxiety, that was the reason I was not working, a big reason. But I feel like I could have found something that would have, you know, basically worked with me, that would have had resources for me to be able to save. Because if I would have started saving, working a regular job before now, I feel like I would have been financially better off than where I am. I won't say that I'm in the worst position ever, but I definitely feel like I could have been financially better off. So for all of the people who are trying to own a business or trying to own your own brand, I definitely say I understand the statement now when they say work until you can quit your day job, you know, and then go full-time with your full-time business. I get that now. It makes sense, and I wish I would have done it sooner. But you know, I am where I am now, and I'm grateful for that and the experience. But here's some tips, some like practical tips. So what I would say is work a normal job, even if it's or a regular job, or you know, a career, whatever it is for you. Work that and save. The purpose, the goal. If you know you want to eventually own your own business and you don't want to work for somebody else, save, because you want to use that money to help fuel your business. It's like a car. You can have this car all you want. You can sit in your driveway. If you don't have the proper things to fuel it, it's hard to make it go. And a lot of times when it comes to businesses, they take money to run. Like they really do. It's like a car. It takes gas to run. A lot of businesses take money to run. So the best thing you can do is, if you're going to be working for somebody else and you know you eventually want to work for yourself, use the resources that you're getting. So pay all your bills off, save a good amount, like save like a big, like treat it like this is just for me to pay my bills and save and have a little bit of fun. Like that's what I was doing. Like I pay my bills, I save, and then I just gave myself a monthly allowance where I can do whatever I wanted to do with that, but I could not dip into my savings. So you see what I'm saying? So just kind of have a plan, and then have a plan. Like everything don't work out as planned, but at least kind of have some direction where you're trying to go. So I mean, moving to Arizona allowed me to be able to get into a position to where I can learn that lesson, as well as I was able to find a job where I was able to save out here. And I feel like in Michigan, it would have been hard for me to find a job with the type of money I was making out here, because in Michigan I could not really find a job. So I'm so happy that I moved out here, because the job market is not like Michigan's. Like it's so much better from my experience, maybe from the degree that I got. So that's that. I would definitely say I do miss my family and my friends. So kind of piggybacking off of what I just said, the point that I just made about saving is I did not have enough money after a couple of years to really just go travel back home and visit everybody like I wanted to. My money was definitely tight. So, you know, I was going home quite a lot when I first moved out here for different reasons. But around the time where I really wanted to visit family and friends, my money was not looking right. And I also had a really bad fear to get on a plane by myself. So it's like if nobody would go with me, then it would be hard for me to go. So that's another thing. So I just feel like I just really wish I spent more time with my friends and family over the few years that I've been out here, that I have not been back home yet. You know, because I just kind of missed like my niece growing up and my nephew, like they're getting so big, and I haven't seen my niece since she was a baby, and now she's 4, and it's just like, whew, like what happened? You know what I'm saying? So the time is something that just flies fast. So you really have to make sure you manage it. And if you're away from home, if you have family and friends that you love and care about, make sure you at least call them and write them, or you know, FaceTime them, whatever it is, whatever resources you have. I was using those resources, but I just wish I could like spend more time with them, because I do miss my friends and family back at home. And I definitely had a lot of friends out there that I was really close to. My best friend, you know, all my friends that I'm really close to are like sisters to me. So that is something that sometimes I'm like, dang, like I wish they were out here. I wish they would just move out here, you know, because I don't want to move back there. I definitely want to go visit, but I want to stay here. So that's that. But overall, Arizona has been amazing to me. That's pretty much the biggest points that I found so far. The question of do I regret moving out here, the short answer, like I said, is no. But there are things that I wish I would have done differently, such as, you know, move sooner, save more money when I could have. So I could have did other things like visit friends and family back at home. But other than that, this has been the best thing that I've ever done for myself. I am so grateful that God allowed me to do this. Like, oh my God, like the fact that I was able to have that strength, and I had that anxiety and still move across the country with such bad anxiety. I mean, that could have been nothing but God's strength, and I'm so grateful. My life has changed, and I've said that so many times in so many videos that my life is like so different. Like, y'all, I grew up so poor. We didn't have much. I mean, our house was just disgusting, right? Like, we had roaches, we had mold, we had water in our basement, we didn't have a washer and dryer, our clothes were always dirty, you know, it was just, everything was falling apart. And to move out here, and in 4 years, I got, decent opportunities when it comes to side jobs, like the nannying and stuff like that, where I was able to pay my bills, stay in nice places, and evolve mentally, spiritually, emotionally, really having to have God to lean on. Like, what? My life, like, even the place I live in now is such a nice place. I sometimes walk in my door when I'm coming home from, I'm on leave right now from work, but when I was coming home from work, I would look and I'd be like, how did we end up in a place like this? I mean, it's an apartment, so we don't own it, but I am grateful. I look around, I'm like, wow, because when I say we, I mean me, my family, we've come so far. That's another thing that I do want to say too, is me moving out here allow other people to come, and that I would never regret. I'm so happy because some of you guys wrote me and said my life changed. I was able to move, even if it wasn't to Arizona. You gave me the strength, and I'm like, me, like little old me, like how did I inspire you so much to make such a big decision? I mean, that is a huge decision that you guys are trying to make, is to move your life. Some of you guys have families, you're married, to move it across the country. Like, I'm so grateful that you guys trust me enough to at least consider what I'm saying and what I've been through and how my life has changed, for it to inspire you to do the same thing with your life, so I'm so grateful for that. But like I said, I walked through the door and I'm just like, wow, like this is my life, like this is so crazy. So I'm just grateful for where I was and where I'm at, and I have so much more to do to push forward. I just ask God for his strength, not only for me, but for all you guys who are trying to, just change your life in any way. If you guys have any specific questions about Arizona, I am going to be doing a Q&A very, very soon. But what I want you to do is, if you made it to this part of the video, give this video a thumbs up, and then comment below and tell me what specific questions you have about Arizona, and I will be sure to answer in a video coming up really, really soon. So thank you so much, guys, for being a part of my journey. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. And also, if you are already like an OG of the channel, thank you so much for supporting. I love you guys, and once again, thank you for following me on this journey, and I'm looking for your questions in the comment section below. Love you.